Hey friends, um, another week, another day. I got something a little special and different today. I'm going to read to you from a wonderful little book. It's called You Are Special. It's by Max Lucado, Max Lucado. It's easy for you to say. Max, last name starts with an L. Lucado. Who knows? You say Lucado, I say Lucado, you say tomato, I say tomato. Very good. We all know the routine. Okay, but it's wonderfully illustrated by Sergio Martinez. So what I'm going to do is, as I read, I'm going to put the illustrations up on the screen. So, are you ready? Here we go. You Are Special by Max Lucado. Oh, it's Lucado. And let's get started. It's called the Wemmicks are the people. So they're the first ones we're going to look at, the Wemmicks. And here we go. The Wemmicks were small wooden people carved by a wooden woodworker named Eli. His workshop sat on a hill overlooking their village. Each Wemmick was different. Some had big noses, others had large eyes. Some were tall and others were short. Some wore hats, others wore coats. But all were made by the same carver and all lived in the village. And all day, every day, the Wemmicks did the same thing. They gave each other stickers. Each Wemmick had a box of golden star stickers and a box of gray dot stickers. Up and down the streets all over the city, people spent their days sticking stars or dots on one another. The pretty ones, whose smooth wood and fine paint always got stars. But if the wood was rough or the paint was chipped, the Wemmicks gave dots. The talented ones got stars too. Some would lift big sticks high above their heads or jump over tall boxes. Still others knew big words or could sing pretty songs. Everyone gave them stars. Some Wemmicks had stars all over them. Every time they got a star, it made them feel so good. It made them want to do something else and get another star. Others, though, could do little. They got dots. Punicello was one of these. He had tried to jump high like the others, but he always fell. And when he fell, the others would gather round and give him dots. Sometimes, when he fell, his wood got scratched, so the people would give him more dots. Then, when he would try to explain why he fell, he would say something silly, and the Wemmicks would give him more dots. After a while, he had so many dots that he didn't want to go outside. He was afraid. He would do something dumb, such as forget his hat or step in the water, and then people would give him another dot. In fact, he had so many gray dots that some people would come up and give him one for no reason at all. He deserves lots of dots, the wooden people would agree with one another. He's not a good wooden person. After a while, Punicello believed them. I am not a good Wemmick, he would say. The few times he went outside, he hung around other Wemmicks who had a lot of dots. He felt better around them. And now we come to Lucia. One day, Punicello met a Wemmick who was unlike any he had ever met. She had no dots or stars. She was just wooden. Her name was Lucia. It wasn't that people didn't try to give her stickers. It's just that the stickers didn't stick. Some of the Wemmicks admired Lucia for having no dots, so they would run up and give her a star, but it would fall off. Others would look down on her for having no stars, so they would give her a dot, but it wouldn't stay either. That's the way I want to be, thought Punicello. I don't want anyone's marks. So he asked the stickerless Wemmick how she did it. It's easy, Lucia replied. Every day I go see Eli. Eli? Yes, Eli, the woodcarver. I sit in the workshop with him. Why? Why don't you find out for yourself? Go up the hill, he's there. And with that, the Wemmick, who had no stickers, turned and skipped away. But will he want to see me? Punicello cried out, but Lucia didn't hear. So Punicello went home. He sat near a window and watched the wooden people as they scurried around, giving each other stars and dots. It's not right, he muttered to himself, and he decided to go see Eli. And we come to the wood carver. Punicello walked up the narrow path to the top of the hill and stepped into the big shop. His wooden eyes widened at the size of everything. The stool was as tall as he was. He had to stretch on his tiptoes to see the top of the workbench. A hammer was as long as his arm. Punicello swallowed hard. I'm not staying here, and he turned to leave. Then he heard his name. Punicello. The voice was deep and strong. Punicello stopped. Punicello, how good to see you. Come and let me have a look at you. Punicello turned slowly and looked at the large, bearded craftsman. You know my name? The little Wemmick asked. Of course I do. I made you. Eli stooped down and picked him up and set him on a bench. The maker spoke thoughtfully as he looked at the gray dots. Looks like you've been given some bad marks. I didn't mean to, Eli. I really tried hard. Oh, you don't have to defend yourself with me, child. I don't care what the other Wemmicks think. You don't? No, and you shouldn't either. Who are they to give stars or darts? They're just Wemmicks like you. And what they think doesn't matter, Punicello. All that matters is what I think. And I think you are pretty special. Punicello laughed. Me special? Why, I can't walk fast. I can't jump. My paint is peeling. Why do I matter to you? Eli looked at Punicello, put his hands on those small wooden shoulders, and spoke very softly. Because you're mine. That's why you matter to me. Punicello had never had anyone look at him like this, much less his maker. He didn't know what to say. Every day I've been hoping you'd come, Eli explained. I came because I met someone who had no marks, said Punicello. I know, she told me about you. Why don't the stickers stay on her? The maker spoke softly. Because she has decided that what I think is more important than what they think. The stickers only stick if you let them. What? The stickers only stick if they matter to you. The more you trust my love, the less you care about their stickers. I'm not sure I understand. Eli smiled. You will, but it will take time. You've got a lot of marks. For now, just come to see me every day and let me remind you how much I care. Eli lifted Punicello off the bench and set him on the floor. Remember, Eli said as the Wemmick walked out the door, you are special because I made you, and I don't make mistakes. Punicello didn't stop, but in his heart he thought, I think he really means it. And when he did, a dot fell to the ground. What a wonderful little story that reminds us that we live before an audience of one. It is the Lord, our God, who looks down on us and loves us and keeps us and cares for us, and it is His view of us that matters. What other people think, it really doesn't matter. Even Jesus himself, if you remember, Isaiah says he was a man of sorrows, acquainted with grief. He was a man of ill repute. People didn't think very much of him. Yet, He changed the course of the world. You can too. Just play before an audience of one. Trust God, do good, and let Him show you how much He loves you. Love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the little story by Max Lucado and illustrated by Sergio Martinez. And I think it was one of the most wonderful little things I've ever read. So God bless you all. Hope to get with you soon, and enjoy the day.